'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other is giving a high five for PC Tech. Hey, it's Concept Soup here. Welcome back to the channel. So we're a bit different, you know. We like to have the old fancy-looking builds with all the nice hardware, but I do like to look after the lower end of the market as well, and that's what we're doing today. We are checking out this used build we're putting together for a really good price, using some parts that we managed to salvage from a customer trade-in, because the customer picked up the JCPC Meteor, which was probably maybe 1 or 2 videos ago. Absolute beauty of a machine, but they wanted a bit of trade-in money, and that's what we got them here today. So let's take a look at what we were able to salvage and the kind of the condition that it was in on Concept Soup YouTube channel. But of course, don't forget, we've got to do a sponsor. Today's sponsor, as always, is jcpccustoms.com, and that's where you can pick up your next gaming PC, whether that's a ready-to-go PC that can be shipped, you know, within 2 days, or if you want a custom spec machine decked out exactly as you like. Either way, it can be done at jcpccustoms.com as long as you live in the UK in a shippable location. So I do encourage you to check out jcpccustoms.com, and that's the end of the plug. And let's have a look at what we were able to salvage today. So we're going to take it out of the box. We're going to slap it down outside on the decking, because you think I'm going to put this this dusty old thing inside my office? You got to be kidding me, bro. We're taking it outside in the great outdoors in the wilderness, and we're going to be taking this apart to see what's inside. So let's pop off that side panel. We are, of course, being helped out by a little Bobby Bibster in the background there, sniffing around, probably eating some grass or something. So yeah, basically we're just going to disassemble this. We'll probably montage this up, and then we will see what we managed to salvage. But it's looking pretty nice already, to be honest. Got a nice chunky graphics card there, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we actually managed to salvage out of this one. Now it's time to see what we've got. So, motherboard and CPU, it's some sort of Z77 Asus motherboard. Looks pretty bog standard. Rubbish thermal paste, look at that. That's rubbish, isn't it? It's a 3570K i5, so 4-core, 4-thread, not ideal, but it's okay. We've got 16 gig kit of HyperX RAM. This seems like pretty decent DDR3, so that's pretty cool. It came with a couple of storage drives, so we've got an OCZ 120 gigabytes SSD. And then a 1 terabyte WD Green hard drive. So, you know, not awful. Graphics card. Now, this is the bit that we're all interested in. The R9 390. So this has got 8 gigs of VRAM, I think, which is pretty sweet. And I think that'll do nicely for some 1080p gaming. Also has this PCI 300 megabits per second Wi-Fi adapter, which is pretty crap, but it'll do. We've also got a really dusty Cooler Master liquid cooler. And we got a CX750M. So, you know, overall, pretty good haul, considering what we paid for this. I feel like that liquid cooler could be probably the thing that's going to let us down. Maybe the power supply as well. That old power supplies do often have a bit of coil whine. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on those two going forward. So let's clean those up. Little montage of cleaning them up as well. And then we'll put a nice little build together with these. the case we're going to be using to house this is the Corsair 220T RGB airflow. The reason for that is basically because this case comes with 3 RGB fans included, and it was only 51 quid, 52 quid. There's some kind of crazy Corsair deals going on at Amazon at the moment, so that seemed like a no-brainer to make it look nice. We've also got a load of SP120 RGB fans lying around, so we'll chuck one in the back as well for the full RGB effect, and then we'll see how we get on. So at this point we've finished the build, but instantly realised a problem. And I did allude to this earlier. The liquid cooler, that pump is making some horrific sounds. Really doesn't sound very healthy at all. Let's play a clip of the sound on the screen now. I mean, that sounds pretty horrendous, doesn't it? You don't want that in your system. So we actually managed to find a really good deal on an ID cooling frost flow from Amazon warehouse. It says it's like got a few scratches on it and stuff, but for a used system that's fine. 28 quid for a 240mm liquid cooler, and these come with really adaptable brackets on them, so you can definitely use it on this socket. So that's going to be a really good buy, and it's actually going to make the system look a bit nicer as well. So happy days. Let's roll some B-roll of the completed unit. And then, of course, you know, we're going to get some gaming in, don't you worry. Don't worry, Paddy. It'll be fine.
Alright, lads, let's get it done. Fit already.
No! Oh, that was a bad play as well. Oh, I should have killed that guy. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's hype it up, let's go. We've already got one snipe so far in the game. We're playing on the competitive settings, which means everything on low apart from draw distance. Let's have it. Snake in the grass. Headshot. That's a headshot. Count that. Oh, good shot. Good shot. I just run out of building stuff. Okay, we are hyping it up in Apex Legends. Now, I've been trying to play this with unlocked frame rate and it just doesn't work, so I had to limit it to 60 frames per second to get it running. Oh yeah. I got him. I got this guy. Knocked him up bad there. Oh, what a shot. Oh, see you later. Needed that headshot. Needed that headshot big time. My last bullet. Well, it's well. Looks like I'm back in a different scenario to do the outro. So what do we think of this? I thought, considering we paid probably under 300 quid for this, actually probably more like maybe 300, 350 once we'd got all the bits in there. I think this was a pretty nice build, and for those kind of esports titles, it's going to do a really great job. And it's good if you really are on a real shoestring budget. This is a way to do it, isn't it? It's not upgradable, it hasn't got any of the amenities of a modern system, but it will get you by, you know, if you just want to do a bit of esports gaming. One thing we did find was it wasn't very good in Apex Legends, so it was like pretty badly stuttering, like to the point where it's literally unplayable. But once we limited it to 60 frames per second, then it actually did behave sort of okay. So it just seems to be happening with that one game. Maybe it's a driver level thing, but with sort of Fortnite and the other kind of games, we got some decent performance. Temperatures were pretty decent. Yeah, so I mentioned that I picked up a liquid cooler from Amazon Marketplace, Amazon Warehouse. Yeah, that was also broken, which also had a dead pump in it. So I just got a new one in the end, and just said F it. And then we popped that in. So we've got the ID cooling Frost Flow in there, a brand new one. So that's definitely working really nicely. So yeah, CPU temperatures absolutely banging, perfect. GPU temperatures in the stress test weren't great, so we were up at like 85 degrees roughly, but in games didn't really hit anything near that, so you're not throttling when you're actually playing games, so that's fine. And as I said, for like sort of the entry level stuff, this is a really nice PC build. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the luscious gameplay, the luscious locks, just the luscious attitude in general, and I'll catch you in the next video. Subscribe if you think I'm fit. Subscribe if you think I'm not. Like the video. Like the channel. And later. Bye.